friends, this is the Bijou Baker. I'm Maria. I'm in my kitchen, but I'm not. I'm in my craft room, which is my kitchen. I'm going to redo my mixer. So I made this one, and I loved it. I love the polka dot, obviously, you can tell. Red mixer, white polka dots, and they were the Cricut or Silhouette, I don't know, one of those. And so they were just cut out of the vinyl. Now, what I didn't know is that there are two types of vinyl, apparently. One is a permanent and one is removable. I wanted the permanent, but since I didn't know there was an option, I just got what I thought would work. So it didn't. I didn't like it. I loved the look of it. But on the edges, it wasn't holding, it wasn't securing like, well, here, let me show you. Let me see if I can show you really well. Okay, so here, I had taken some of them off already. This is just perfect and smooth and flush and great. But here, you can see how the edges are coming up on the rounded parts, you know. So I definitely don't want that. And I'm going to, well, let me take it right back up here. So then I found a white mixer. I put the polka dots on there, sprayed it red, took the polka dots off, and that's perfect because it's just flush. It's just perfect, really easy to clean. So I'm gonna remove all of these. I doubt I'm gonna have to repaint it. I don't think I will. Once I take these off, I'm going to use, I think it's called Goo Be Gone. It's like a mineral oil, and it just takes off all that sticky residue on labels and stuff like that, same thing. So I'm gonna take everything off, make it really, really smooth, and then I'm going to dress it up with something else. So cute. All right, I'm excited for this one. Let's go play. And I love that I can just reuse the same color and I don't have to repaint it again, but I might, depending on how the finish looks, I might just put a finish, a shine finish on it, gloss finish. All that will be played by ear. So let me remove these stickers. Okay, all the stickers came off. They came off really easy. A few of them left some residue. I don't know if you can see this. That's very sticky. So I'm going to use Goo Be Gone, which is just like a mineral oil, and it takes very little. I'm just going to cover the whole thing, let them soak for just a bit, and then scrub it off either with my fingernails or a sponge. I'm going to repaint it. What I'm putting on it is Disney, Mickey and Minnie. It's got to be perfect, right? It's got to be perfect. So I'm going to take away whatever flaws I can see, repaint it, and then we'll finish it up. Super cute. Okay, so I ended up just painting this mixer again because I wanted that perfect, clean, shiny surface. Pretty, right? So here's what I'm going to put on it. On the top part, just, let's see if I can show you. Just right here, but I think on this side, because that's mostly where I will be looking, but maybe I'll put it over here so that you can see. Either way, I'm going to put Mickey right on top, and he's going to hug it. And on the very bottom, the whitest part of the base, I'm going to put Minnie. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? And then I'm going to have to figure out exactly what I want to do for the rest of the red. The polka dots were kind of a cool idea, but I don't want to go to putting stickers on it again unless I find the permanent stickers. I might just do polka dots with a like a bingo dabber, you know. I'm not certain. I'm not there. I'm not going to worry about it. So these decals, You can get them, I'm sure you can get them on Ipsy, or I don't know about eBay. I didn't look. A friend of mine gave these to me and thought I'd find something creative to do with it. So I'm using it. This is just a vinyl cutout. I think you can buy the image online, and then if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette or whatever those other ones are called, then you can make your own. But if you don't know and you've never used them, this is what they kind of look like. Can you see without the glare? The cutout. You see that? And then you have to just quite literally pull off the parts that you don't want until you get this. And then there is an adhesive, kind of an adhesive sheet that you put on top to transfer it. So it's going to be put on top, it's going to be transferred, and I've been working with it a little bit, and it's going to come off on one sheet. Okay? Now, the thing with this, yeah, some of it's going to need a little work. The thing with this is the image itself, Minnie's hands are just like perfectly shadowed and cut out and identified. For whatever reason, Mickey's hand wasn't on one side. So you deal with it, right? So I kind of it was just a solid black piece. So I kind of podged and cut and snipped, and it's a very, very rough cut. You see that? I don't care, because once it's on, I'll take a permanent marker and give it just that fine definition. Who will know but you and me? So I'm going to put Mickey on right now, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Okay, so I took it off. I took the backing off. Now again, remember this part? It's just really wonky. Even that part is coming off. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. If I was smart, I would just take the whole thing off right there. Am I smart? No, I'm not smart. All right, this part I'm not going to worry about. If it gets covered, fine. If it doesn't, fine. It looks like, you know what? Let me put it right at his nose. How's that? I kind of wanted it right there, but that's going to be just enough to mess up his nose. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take a card of some sort, credit card or whatever, and I'm going to press it down. So sorry about my hand, guys. I want to concentrate on what I'm doing. So I'm going to rub on every black spot. And like I said, once this is off, I'm going to give it a nice clean edge. And these details, you really want to pinpoint these details. I do like these plastic cards because they will hug the edges really well. All right, let's see what kind of luck we have. Ta-da! Beautiful. Now, let me fix that. Now, it's going to be a little tricky because I'd like it to get closer to me as possible because my old eyes are playing tricks on me with this gloss. But I'm using the finest point I can get. All right, you get the idea. I'm going to work on this a little bit more, just until I'm comfortable with what I see. That glare is getting to me. Is that adorable or what? And I'll bet you right now the only thing you're looking at is right there. Stop it. Okay, so we're going to repeat the same thing with Minnie. I think I want to get her down low because the bow could be a problem. If it's not going to bend really well, it's going to have the same situation as those little dots. I need 100% contact. So if I were to put this here, I don't know that it would bend well here. You see? I think that would look adorable right there, but I'm going to have to see the best place for it. So again, I'm going to take my card and push it onto this transfer sheet. And her eyelashes, I'll tell you, this part and her eyelashes, these little parts, those are going to be the trickiest parts. So I really want to make sure that there's contact. And then that bow is just a couple of skinny lines. So when it comes time to taking it off, I've got my X-Acto knife just for the point of it. And I want to make sure, oh, there you are. I want to make sure that this goes down. And makes contact. How are you possibly supposed to see from up there? Let's fix that. Oh, that should help a little bit. My goodness. Okay, so I want to make sure, well, I want to make sure that everything coming up is going to stick to this transfer sheet. Sure, Maria. I didn't say it was going to be easy. I just said it's going to be worth it. All right, let's do this again. Okay, now we have a better view. So I want to make sure that everything on this side, especially these little details, are going to end up here. I know that her eyelashes are coming up. Her cheek. Her hand. Oh yay, one eyelash. And that's good. Her nose. Take your time with this. eyeball. I think that's everything. And the part of this that I'm touching is the clear part, because I don't want to touch the black part, because I want that to keep its tack. Perfect. All right. Okay, now I have to decide where I want it. This is the hard part, because I'd really like it there. I just don't know if it's going to stick. This is going to be the smartest place for it, but since I'm not known to be smart, I'm going to put her a little bit higher and hope that she hugs. I'm not feeling it. Hopes that she hugs the sides, but I'm not feeling it. But that's because of this, not her. So I don't want to pull that. All right, I'm going to finagle with this just a bit. I'm going to clip and cut so that I can get this off and bend it. So let me get this on first. If you can't be bold and take a chance, boy, you're going to live a very quiet life. I'm going to have to go back and fix that, but everything else looks good. All right. I'm gonna fix that. Okay, so this is a great start. I'm not done. I know it needs some yellow and or white. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it, but this is absolutely darling. Doesn't look bad like that, but I want more. So I'm gonna continue playing and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I decided what I'm going to do. I taped off this part here, and I put a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, that dull part right here. It's the transfer paper that I used for the Mickey. I just cut it into its grids, whatever distance that is, 1/2 inch strips, and then I just kind of lined it right underneath his gloves, all around the mixer, and then on the bottom I did the same for her. Sorry. I put it right under, a little bit lower than her gloves, and I'm just going to paint the bottom of this yellow, and then a yellow stripe up there, and then just do a couple other touch-ups. So from here on out, I'm just going to have you watch because I don't know how it's going to end up. Ta-da! Is that adorable or what? It's funny, that white in their gloves and their eyes, her polka dots really make it pop. And that yellow, well, that's a Disney yellow if ever there's anything. That's it. I'm gonna have to take a better picture because it's too close. Ta-da! That's it. It's about as cute as it gets, considering it was redressed and fixed up and ready to step out. That's just cute. Okay, guys, that's it. Until next time, happy baking.
Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.